What's going on, guys? My name is Rionyxiel.
It's your boy Robino.
And today we're doing a movie review for The Curse of La Llorona. Now, this movie was in
cool.
my opinion, it wasn't terrible, but from a horror movie aspect, it was kind of silly. There's a lot of jump scares in it. And it started off scary, but then when they introduced certain characters, which we'll explain a little bit later, in my opinion at least, it started going downhill, becoming more goofy, and then the ending was just, for me, just terrible. But the middle and beginning of the movie was not bad. Kind of slow, but I like the slow horror build-up, the story, explaining all that stuff, in my opinion. What did you think of this movie?
I kind of disagree about the ending. I kind of liked how it built up a little bit. It built up for me.
Did it build up?
Well, like at the end, of course, you see it getting a little bit like, okay, now they really have to get rid of this curse, and she's really crazy. You really felt like it kind of went downhill for you?
Near the end, yes, it did. Which I'll explain later. But first, we're going to follow this movie. It's based on La Llorona, or actually a family who's been cursed by, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing her name right, La Llorona, so double L, so it makes Y sound or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I heard it's also probably be a CH sound, but I'm pronouncing it La Llorona. Anyway, I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
So, anyway. This family, or technically the mother and her two kids. Her mother's a social services worker, so she's investigating this case where the mother is possibly abusing her kids.
Yes.
They find evidence that she might be locking him in claws and all this stuff, but in reality she's trying to protect the kids from this weeping woman, this crying woman who, they explain at the beginning of the movie she killed her own kids, then realizing what she did, she killed herself, and then was cursed to wander the earth forever, trying to find two children to replace her kids that she killed. So she keeps on taking them. Anyway, it's based on a old Mexican folklore, just taking a new twist. So this family is now cursed by La Llorona. The kids first, of course, are experiencing, then eventually the mother. They call in a priest eventually when they realize what's going on, as all these horror movies do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is not a conventional Catholic priest. It's more like a medicine man.
Yeah.
He was kicked out of the church because of his belief system and all, how he didn't follow the church narrative necessarily. He used other magics and all that stuff to help, like burning sage and all that stuff, which might be more along the Mexican, Spanish lines. But anyway, doesn't have the Catholic. Anyway, and that's pretty much the movie. They bring the father in. They have to fight this weeping woman who's trying to steal the kids away. It's a whole big danger issue near the end of the movie. But like I said, the way they conduct the exorcism and eventually defeat La Llorona is kind of goofy and kind of doesn't make too much sense in my eyes. Anyway, hey, what do you say about anything?
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I like. I like the ending. I like how they finally was able to get rid of the curse and stuff like that. I felt that way. I thought it was exciting.
This movie, when they defeat La Llorona near the end of the movie,
they
use a cross, or it's actually the mother, played by Linda Cardellini and Tay Garcia. She takes a cross carved of a special rosewood or wood that is watched or blooms from red, crimson in the presence of La Llorona. Yeah. It was present back when she committed her crimes, and I don't exactly know necessarily what is important about it, but I know it was specific to her creation as the weeping woman or the curse.
Yeah, I think
so. She's incredibly weak to it.
I think the priest said that. I think that's the one that saw her or watched her. Or something.
That's what I'm saying.
It was like a spiritual thing that watched her, and that's why.
Watched her, then it bloomed crimson and weeping or something, whatever.
Yeah.
For sure, I missed part there, but the way his voice is very gross. It's hard to hear him talk a lot of times. She and the mother in the last attempt stabbed the ghost with a physical cross, and the ghost started screaming, melting into like ooze, and then exploded. Yeah. Which I have never seen an exorcism, even a demonic one, or well, in movies at least, defeat a ghost by stabbing it like that.
Well, I mean, it made sense because that's the one that somewhat saw her apparently, or so.
Yeah.
So the same wood would be able to kill her. I like that. I think that made sense.
It's an incorporeal ghost or spirit being attacked by a physical thing. Yeah, she's weakened by it, but can you actually stab a ghost in the heart?
Well, that's why this wood was very special. He said the wood was special. Raphael did, which I love. Ralph. Oh man, Ralph was funny in this movie. The priest
was a massive
hilarious.
Comic relief.
Oh my goodness, them kids were like, so were you scared?
It's Raphael Olvera, plays by Raymond Cruz.
It was hilarious. He was like, the kids were like, "Are you scared?" He looked at it, he said, "No." It was like, "Dang, man, you ain't gotta do." Yeah, it was just hilarious.
Well, everyone's scared all the time of something. We're all scared. I'm scared. You're scared. It's fine to be scared. Are you afraid? Are you afraid, Raphael?
No.
I'm afraid of nothing.
I mean, I love that, man. He was the definitely.
Like I said, when they introduced him to the story, it was all horror and jump scares, and this thing is taking his time, enjoying himself, scaring these people, trying to steal him away. And then they introduce Raphael, then it becomes almost comical the rest of the movie, which I didn't really like for a whole movie.
Yeah.
You saw La Llorona a lot more,
Yeah.
and the makeup and special effects kind of faded away the more you saw her.
Yeah.
She was creepy. Yeah, she had the white face, the bleeding eyes, and all
Yeah.
that stuff. She looked kind of demonic with the mouth opened up. But then when Raphael got out there to help out, it became very almost like fake for a ghost movie.
Yeah.
So she would scream, and they'd be fighting her. She can't get out because
But
they're
that
trapped
shit
with
was
seeds.
hilarious, man.
I was like,
But it's crazy of how you hear the story of how she became the witch, though. It's like, really, because I thought finally, they finally told us the story. Like, she was the most beautiful woman in town. I'm like, okay, she's the most beautiful woman in town. A guy comes in, the guy comes in, swoops her off her feet. Next thing you know, he leaves her for a younger woman. Then she's sad about it, but then decides to kill her kids to teach them a lesson because that's his hard stuff.
In a fit of jealous and angry rage.
I was like, but come on,
people
bro.
lose their minds when they're upset like that.
Okay.
So she killed her kids.
Which-
That's a good thing to do.
Which is, I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, any woman that does that, man, you are past mental illness to me. Like, come on now, that's you passed. Like, I know
this is in the 1600s, the day before they had too much information about that. So yes, she might have been crazy, might have been mentally ill, whatever. So when he left her, she went off the deep end, killed her kids, came back, realized what she did, killed herself,
and then and now she roams the earth trying to find other people's kids. And the only way your kids can be cursed is if the kids see her. Well, is it the kid? Or it can't be anybody. Well, probably the kids. If a child sees the witch and grabs the child and burns, she is now cursed.
And
this one, she will keep coming until she either kills the kids or take your kids, which usually the kids die. So I don't think it's bad. So.
Well, technically in this one, the mother of, remember she's a social worker, so she was checking out the family.
Yeah.
When they saw the one who originally cursed her, Patricia Alvarez, played by Patricia Velasquez. Velasquez, good lord. When they saw Patricia, she prayed to La Llorona to attack her instead of God, because Anne went over there and got involved with the social case and all that stuff. Her kids got taken out of the closet, which was actually protecting them from La Llorona, making them vulnerable, so they were taken and killed.
Yeah.
So the mother blamed Anna.
Anna.
Good lord, is it E? Yeah, Anna. For her losing her kid. So she wished La Llorona would attack her, make her see how she feels. And of course, near the end of the movie, she had a change of heart. So after she fixed it, or after she messed up, led La Llorona back in the house after they finally purified her, got her out of the house. Then after she's like, oh crap, I let him in by accident. I let him in a fit of rage, just like La Llorona did.
Yeah.
But it was a mistake. Here, I'm gonna help you out now. I'm gonna let you free and let you do your thing. My bad.
Yeah.
And
Kind of too late now. I mean, it's like, hey, I'm already getting hurt.
I personally thought that the movie was gonna end with a mother's love type of crap. I'm complaining about how comical the ending is. If it ended the way I'm about to describe, I'd probably complain about that as well.
Yeah.
There's really no way to end something so powerful and all that stuff. But I thought it'd be a mother's love. She was a bad mother. She killed her kids, technically.
Yeah.
So maybe this one, these are my kids, you can't have them. If she stand up, hold a cross, or hold something else, hold the cross up, and all of a sudden the thing would cower in fear of her motherly love or something.
I definitely agree. I probably would have been mad about that too, because I'm like, dang, so
the
her
power
kids,
of love.
Exactly, but it's like that would have been messed up because I'm like, well, the first mother, when she protected her kids, she still followed. So it's like, that would have been kind of whack. So like, I guess her love wasn't strong enough.
Precisely.
That would have been whack.
Well, she didn't have the cross either. I'm not saying just love. I'm saying holding of the cross that weakens her. Combined with the power of the motherly love type thing. Maybe that would be enough to drive her away. Say, okay, maybe. You see that's the marks on the arms burning off, turning to smoke as the curse lifts or whatever, because Lorena can't fight against it. So not necessarily dead, or maybe she's not even dead, because in the end of the credits she actually laughs, or you hear her not laugh, you hear her crying, so she might be coming back.
It is, and it's kind of crazy that this is part of the whole was it the Conjuring universe apparently. I'm like, dang, they just keep on adding stuff to it. It is either we get a prequel. Oh, will this be? Yes, this would be a prequel, isn't it? Yes, it would be.
This is based in the 70s, 1974.
So it would be prequel.
So,
I think
it depends. They all vary up.
Because we see the Annabelle doll. The
Annabelle, yeah. We believe we saw the Annabelle doll, and as well as the Father Perez, he was also an Annabelle as well.
Yes.
He's the same character from Annabelle. The father, the bald-headed dude with the mustache or
Okay.
beard. He's also in the Annabelle movie. So it is the same universe, but I don't know how this story connects to the other story.
Right.
It might be a standalone. I'm pretty sure it's a standalone, but they might bring her back in the main continuity if this movie is successful enough to warrant it being part of the Conjuring universe,
Right.
technically.
But yeah, overall, this movie was decent. Another scary movie that's
Like I said.
is either you get scared or you just don't get scared.
Starts off strong, then gets weaker as the movie goes on, in my opinion. Not a terrible movie, but not necessarily a great horror movie.
If you like horror movies, you'll like it. If you're not into horror movies, you're not gonna like it pretty much.
Alright, anything else you want to say about this?
Nah, I got nothing to say.
Alright, so if you're watching this movie on my channel, go check out Robino's channel, link in the description below, Robino Entertainment and Kate Robino. He does a lot of movie reviews, trailer reaction, a lot of stuff we do over there, plus top fives and stuff like that. And Kate Robino, he does a lot of cartoons or stuff he likes as a kid, anime, cartoons, stuff like that, a lot of good stuff. And go check out Fear About Gaming, our gaming channel, also linked down in the description below, where we do all our Let's Plays, our gaming channel, and occasionally, not too often, we do gaming news reviews and gaming trailer reactions, like that. Not much more to say. Thank y'all for watching this video, and hope to see you on the next video we do. Bye.
Peace out.